the late-night leak of that draft opinion has many wondering what it means for the sanctity of that court. Now, Republicans have widely condemned the leak. The independent website that follows the court, known as SCOTUS Blog, tweeted, "It's impossible to overstate the earthquake this will cause inside the court in terms of the destruction of trust among the justices and staff. This leak is the gravest, most unforgivable sin." Now, on the other side of the aisle, Democrats and President Biden don't seem all that concerned about it, to be honest. The president didn't address the gravity of the leak in his White House statement, and other Democrats seem rejuvenated. One former Hillary Clinton campaign official hailing the leak. Brian Fallon tweeting this: "Is a brave clerk taking this unprecedented step of leaking a draft opinion to warn the country what's coming in a last-ditch Hail Mary attempt to see if the public response might cause the court to reconsider." But Chief Justice John Roberts described the leak as egregious, calling on the marshal of the court to investigate and condemn the breach of trust caused by this action. Our next guest says the leak could lead to intimidation and violence directed towards Supreme Court justices. Joining us right now is Judicial Watch's president, Tom Fitton. Tom, I can't remember a leak like this in the Supreme Court, and I don't know how that would happen. I mean, are the justices talking to somebody, or is it the clerks? What do you think's going on here?
Well, we don't know. It's nothing like this has ever happened before, to have an early draft of a Supreme Court opinion leak before the final opinion is actually due. You know, typically this decision wouldn't come down until probably the end of June. So this is 2 months away, and given that the draft was in February, you know, it could be a very different opinion, and it may be even more different because of the public release of it. I tell you, Bob, I've never seen anything like it. I don't know if the court can recover. This was an attack on the court. It's caused damage. And the question is the damage reparable? We don't know who did it. Was it a clerk? Was it a justice? Was it a justice? We don't know.
Yeah.
And was it a hack? I don't know either. And so the Supreme Court Police, which the marshal oversees as a law enforcement agency, the way other federal law enforcement agencies are, like the FBI, the Capitol Hill Police, et cetera.
Yeah.
So we'll see what they do. But you know, it's got to be all hands on deck to figure this out. And President Biden's silence on this appalling leak is appalling.
Yeah, I mean, Tom, you're suggesting that this could have an effect of some kind. And certainly in future opinions, if not this one. But on this one, correct me if I'm wrong. My understanding is Supreme Court, they debate these things, and then in a room, they take a vote, and they decide, okay, we've got 5-4, we've got 7-2, row with 7-2. This is just 5-4, as we understand it. That's what we think. But then it's assigned to a representative of the majority to write it. So in this case, it's Alito. He writes it, and it comes back, and they can add their dissent or their concurrence. You actually think it would have an effect on that process?
Well, that was the purpose, is to subvert the process. Look, the left believes that political intimidation and public intimidation of the justices can change minds. I mean, you can see the persuasive activities here where Justice Alito is writing the decision in a way, in my view, to bring the Chief Justice on board. Is the Chief Justice now going to come on board? Or maybe it will have the opposite impact, where the Chief Justice would previously decided he didn't want to be part of it, now will join to strengthen the majority in the face of this abuse and attack on the court.
Yeah.
The concern is that Justices Kavanaugh and Amy Coney Barrett are susceptible to pressure. The left believes they are. And so this intimidation campaign, which isn't just beginning today, it began last year, the year before last, with Chuck Schumer threatening two justices of the Supreme Court, Gorsuch and Kavanaugh. It continued with the ongoing threats to pack the court, which would destroy the court and end our Republican form of government in many ways.
Yeah.
And this is just par for the course for the left.
All right, Tom, we've got about 10 seconds. What should be the consequence if somebody is caught having leaked this?
In my view, this is a significant crime, and it needs to be prosecuted. Justice can't come soon enough.
Okay. Tom Fitton, thank you so much, sir.